Jesus Christ, all this shit is updating. What's good, Black Star Podcast? I need to make sure this shit's actually working right. The day that I'm actually wanting to damn fucking really go in, she's taking a fucking piss. This shit working right. Type in the chat if you can hear me. I need to make sure this bullshit's actually working. I need to make sure this bullshit's actually. Okay, yeah, I'm actually live. Okay. Okay, let's start again. What's good, Black Star Podcast? It's your boy Jared, and welcome back to the channel. Now, today is going to be a little bit of a smoke moment because I'm a little bit aggravated and a little bit pissed off at this hunk of shit human being that we call Dr. Umar Johnson. So, today, we're
Cook because this recent interview with the Daily Wrap Up crew is it's getting smoke all over the place. And I'm personally just I'm I'm not gonna say I'm disappointed, but I am a little bit
Got my good brother right here.
frustrated due to the fact that Dr. Umar Johnson is perpetuating that basically blame black men for every fucking thing in the fucking world. So let me see if I can find that fucking clip because this motherfucker need that smoke, and I'm really ready to get him that ass whooping that he needs. Where's that clip at?
So I want you black men to find your peace of mind.
I'm about to go to Dennis's fucking channel and actually look at his see. Where is it? Damn, Dennis, you fucking upload a shit ton of videos. Okay, where is it? Not that. I'm about to go to his actual channel video. Cause this bombastic idiot. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to actually. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen, and yeah, we're gonna watch this due to
Big
shout out to Uncle D.
shout out to my guy Deacon Salty Balls, Jerome Payne, R Jizzle. Thank you guys so much. Go ahead and begin. We're going to analyze what he says, but we're also going to try to determine the pro, and then you have a clear. Okay,
right.
so now
Because she's beautiful. She can.
I want you to listen to this.
That's right. Because
We pick up about halfway in this interview where he's saying that black something about a soulmate or do you want a soulmate or black men should be looking for a soulmate. Somebody type soulmate in the chat room. Okay. Let's just cut to the shit here.
Right. Because she's beautiful.
You're not looking for a soulmate when you travel overseas, fellas. You're looking for wives. A soulmate, that's just some terminology somebody came up with in a love song. But a soulmate has absolutely nothing to do with what you need for a good wife. Operative movies.
Have a soulmate.
Rhetoric from our women that we hear is, I'm strong, independent, I don't need no man, right?
That's pain speaking, though.
Right.
All right.
Hold up. I gotta cut it right there. He's talking about them saying and being strong and independent is pain. Black men ain't got shit to do. At least current day black men ain't got shit to do with that. That's first off.
Here's the other thing. Notice throughout. In other words, what you're looking for a husband, and they should know that. There's less than
2 daughters, 11 and 20. I have 2 daughters, 11 and 20. Right? My oldest will be 21 this week.
So he's a girl dad. Somebody type girl dad.
Right? There's a strong chance my daughter could be one of those. I hope she's not. She could be one of those who never get a husband because only one out of 4 gets a husband. You see?
So could that be she a single mother? So determined
reality that I may not get a man.
So when a black woman says, I don't need a man, his conclusion is that is a reason. She waiting question. A recent and old man. And let's continue.
Sorry, guys,
and some of don't mesh. It says that he sees you as oh shit yourself. Speak up for myself if I move across the street. We all moving. Who have no control of their emotions. It's that 70%. It's not just single mothers as the problem. It's the culture. They get the jobs that men earn in the C-suites, but they don't have to work their way up from the bottom floor. You're the CEO into what men with it. And the more they touched it, the more tar they got on themselves. There's a whole world you can walk around the tar out of 20 million. 2 million out of 20 million, 18 million other men, and you can't choose none of them. You still trying to blame the black man for this black woman's decision. You're treating them like children. You're not allowing them to accept agency for their own decisions.
Hold on, guys. Let me actually go to the actual interview itself, because that'd be actually better if I actually showed the fucking interview.
So I want you black men to find your peace of mind and have.
Yeah, let me actually show Dr. Umar's actual interview with the Daily Wrap-Up crew.
Got my good brother right.
Okay, so let's go. Pan out through. Where is it at?
You marry into a community. So I didn't didn't marry a Jewish woman. I married into Jewish society. I didn't marry an Asian woman. I married into an Asian family. There's no way you can claim to love black people, especially as a black man, knowing that only 1 out of every 4 black women will get married in her lifetime. We have the lowest female marriage rate in the country, 25%. That means 75% of black women will never, ever know what it feels like to be proposed to.
All right, welcome back to another episode of the Daily Rap.
Too. And if you I had to write
Sleeping on
school psychologist, doctor of clinical psychology, founder of the National Independent Black Parent Association, Team Pan-African, the international movement for the independence and protection of African people. I'm probably most known for helping black parents learn how to protect their children from the special education crisis in the ADHD to prison pipeline, author of 2 books, Psychoacademic Holocaust, the Special Education and ADHD Wars Against Black Boys, as well as Black Parent Advocate, The Art of War, for dealing with America's public and charter schools. I'm also a Pan-Africanist, a Garveyite, and I'm currently putting the finishing touches on the first school in American history to be funded exclusively by the African diaspora, and that is the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy. If all goes well, we'll probably be having our community grand opening during Kwanzaa 2023.
Mm-hmm. Listen, before we get into these topics, you got to make sure we get an invite, man, so we can pull up.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Before we get into these topics, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if y'all not already subscribed, join the YouTube membership, man. We got some exclusive behind-the-scenes footage, access to early episodes, and then cop the merch, man, dailyraprecruit.co, man. Make sure y'all go support. Listen, let me get to this first.
I ain't got no shirt for me.
Oh, definitely do.
We definitely got
do.
You know,
2XL, don't give me no bra.
I told you. See,
yeah, you did.
I did. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate
it. Listen, get into this first topic, right? I know you're very big with the Pan-African community. What is your ultimate goal that you have in mind for the overall Pan-African community?
Great question. The vision, the mission, the goal of Pan-Africanism is to unite all African people globally into one unified and organized system through which we can protect ourselves politically, economically, socially, culturally, spiritually, academically, so forth and so on. So unity is the foundation and independence is the elevation. That's the goal of Pan-Africanism, to make sure African people are not dependent upon members of other races in order to protect our lifestyle, our culture, and most of all, the destiny of our children. Do for self is the heart and soul of Pan-Africanism. So when we win, we will be in charge of our lives. We will control the banks. We will control the hospitals. We will control the criminal justice system. We will control the economy. We basically want a parallel world that is under our authority, because whoever controls your institutions controls your life.
Got you. So the big word that I heard was, unity, right? So what is your overall thoughts? Obviously, you can see that we have this gender war going on, this diaspora war going on. What's your thoughts on those overall wars that's going on within the Pan-African community?
I would not be surprised if we...
Oh, shit. Fuck this. I found it. Oh, I fucking found it. Oh, I fucking found it. Okay. Here we go. Here we fucking go. Smokescreen.
That feminism has conditioned black women to view black men as the enemy.
It has. Feminism was financed by the CIA. Gloria, what was her name? Gloria Steinem, I think she was.
Right, yeah.
Mother of modern feminism, because traditional feminism goes back to the 1800s, right? With Susan B. Anthony and those white supremacists. But Gloria Steinem was a CIA agent. They financed her. Her first feminist magazine they paid for. The CIA brought feminism into the white household to get the woman out the house, and into the black household to turn the black woman against the black man. to scapegoat us for problems caused for her by white supremacy.
So, obviously, a big thing, obviously, we spoke about the gender wars, earlier. Obviously, there's a lot of conversation nowadays about, the value of what a woman brings and the value of what a man brings in a relationship. And now there's a lot more rhetoric from our women that we hear is, I'm strong, independent, I don't need no man, right? So,
That's pain speaking, though.
Right.
Because most black women know they will never get a man. A black woman can have sex whenever she wants.
Right.
Because she's beautiful. She can have a bed mate, but to have a soul mate, she may never get. I have 2 daughters, 11 and 20, right? My oldest will be 21 this week. Statistically, right? There's a strong chance my daughter could be one of those. I hope she's not. She could be one of those who never get a husband because only 1 out of 4 gets a husband. You see that? So when a black woman says, I don't need a man, that is a reaction to the reality that I may not get a man.
So why not preach? Because I understood, you're obviously against interracial relations when it comes to black men with black women. With white women.
With all women. You should only be with the black woman.
And you will say, well, if you can't find a good...
Oh, good Lord, good Lord, good Lord. Okay. He's saying that you should only be with a black woman as a black man. But he's not saying the same rhetoric to black women. That's the problem I have with this man right here. He bibbity bops around shit, and then he doesn't actually keep it the same for black women. And the problem I also have with this man is this man loves to double talk shit, and this man doesn't fucking realize that this bullshit that he's teaching. My generation of millennials are saying, fuck all this. Fuck that pro-black shit. Fuck all that. Here we go again.
Good woman in America. There's
somewhere else.
In
Absolutely.
Africa. So why not teach that same rhetoric to our women? Like
I do.
If you feel
I
like
tell sisters all the time, go to Africa.
So
I know sisters who marry. I just spoke with a sister. She invited me to the wedding. She just married a brother from the continent.
So, but instead of saying they will never get married,
I'll take sisters to Africa who married brothers they met in Africa.
Right.
So yeah,
I think there's plenty. I think there's obviously plenty of black men and black women. So
and what I also tell black women, if
married,
you're going to go get you an African man from the continent,
right,
you're going to have to understand that the way in which you talk to black men in America will not be tolerated over there.
Why the fuck is it tolerated? It's not tolerated here. That's what we're trying to tell them.
Well, over here, I want to say this to us though. Because we try to act like the way sisters treat us doesn't have a history that we are not at least partly responsible for. Let's be honest. The black woman has had to hold down the black house.
Okay. Bingo. What he said. Black women are going to have to check their attitude when they go over to Africa because it's not going to be tolerated in Africa, which means he knows that they're in the wrong, especially when they talk to black men like they crazy as hell. But my question is this. Why are you not telling black women that the men of today aren't the men of yesteryear? Why are you not telling these women that? You're telling black men my age, 20 Gen Z and millennials, that weren't even alive back then to even do any of this shit that they're talking about that black men are doing. A lot of us aren't even doing that. I'm 24. I've never put my hands on nobody. I've never done any of that shit to anybody. This man right here is telling all of us black men that we're responsible for a lot of the trauma that a lot of black women have gone through when we weren't even alive back in the day to even cause any of that shit. That is the mentality of a motherfucker that don't grow with the times. That shows it.
By herself, although imperfectly. She's had to do it by herself since the mass incarceration of black males began in the 1970s.
And how has that turned out for the community? Our community is burning to the ground. How is that doing? How's the community doing now? Black boys are reading at a third grade level. Black boys are struggling. Black boys are deleting themselves because they can't get the proper help when it comes to their mental health. But you're not talking about that. You're talking about it's black men's responsibility for women going through the hardships when we are telling them to stop.
You've understand me. Most of our children are raised by a single mother right now. And it has been that way for about 50 years. So when a sister says, I don't need a man, because she couldn't find one strong enough to hold her down.
But here's the thing. Why in the hell are these sisters choosing these men? Better question. Why are these women calling the educated black men lame and going after these type of men that they can clearly see is the wrong choice? I can tell you why. And there's a simple question. There's a simple answer, not a question. There's a simple answer. Because they get moist. We're going to keep it real.
Or when you meet a woman and you say, sister, I'm strong enough to be your man. You ain't got to work or you ain't got to pay the bills or whatever. Pull back. I got you. And she can't do it because all the other men before you who disappointed her. So what I'm saying is, black men, we got to be patient with our women because we created that personality.
But why is it that we got to be patient when they could go over to another country and they do the same shit and it runs them off? They're in the wrong. Do you not see this shit? It is not black men of today's fault that a lot of these women have gone through trauma. It's not our fault. I'm not taking responsibility. I'm not taking responsibility of somebody that I've never met, never done anything to, because they got hurt. I'm not taking responsibility for that. I didn't do it, and my brothers that didn't do it shouldn't take responsibility or get the backlash because of that. This clown right here, I tell you.
We created that, and then we want to act like we didn't play a role.
We have to be held accountable for their poor selection.
No, you have to be held accountable. No, you have to be held accountable because they have a poor selection. See, what you're saying, you're selecting a poor mate. And what I'm saying is they don't have much to select one, so of course she's going to end up with a poor mate. And why is she going to end up with a poor mate? Because we as black men are not raising black boys to be the men that our women need.
Okay. Let's break this down. Who in the fuck do these boys get raised by? Their mothers. Their mothers are not raising these boys to be compatible and progressive men in society. They are not raising these boys to be competent men to build a successful community. Yes, there needs to be black fathers, but from what I'm seeing, there are more black fathers in the house in current day generations than the last generation. So tell me, that same old bullshit narrative you're spewing, does it have an end date? And I think not. And I'm going to tell you this. I'm not taking care nor taking responsibility for another man's child when I don't have kids my fucking self. I can tell you that much, Negro.
We are not. They out there killing themselves right now. What we doing about it? Unemployed black males, what we doing about it? pants sagging, weed smoking. What we doing about it?
I don't smoke weed, and I'm sure plenty of other black men don't smoke weed. Well, don't sag their pants or smoke weed much, but I don't smoke. Period. So get out of that.
Black men are not raising black boys to be the men our community needs. That is 100% our fault. What I'm saying is she got a right to be angry with us.
No, the fuck she don't, because I ain't got shit to do with that.
Got a right to be angry with us.
I understand
we have
that.
not been on our job as black men. If the men are the providers, what have we been providing for our community? I'm not speaking you individually.
Yes.
Because you may be a damn good father. You may be a damn good father. You may be a damn good father. But guess what? What are we doing for the community? What are we doing for the children who don't have a father? You don't think the black woman got a right to be angry when she's been raising 2/3 of the kids by herself for 50 years?
Again, I understand what he's saying. Help the kids that don't have a father. Train them to be successful men. But how can you do that without discipline in the household so that these boys respect authority? How do you do that? If you don't have authority in the household, a male figure in the household that's respected by the child, how can you have a child respect another man to teach them responsible traits and skills so that they can become successful and contribute to the community? How can you do that without somebody in the household? That's the main problem here. That's the disconnect that a lot of people are not talking about. There is no father in the household to maintain respect with the kids, to garner respect from the children so that the children can learn from the men to build a successful community, not instilling the skills to build the community. That is the main fucking problem that this Negro refuses to answer.
And the minute she raised her voice, we say she not humble enough. She had to become masculine to survive the rape, the molestation, the domestic abuse. Are you telling me you can't see how we created that?
I understand that, but she needs to be
If we was
more
loving
selective.
our women and taking care of our women, do you think she would be like that? That personality.
Fucking goddamn. Oh, Lord. Umar. Do these women allow these men to sleep with them? Do these women select poor choices in men to have relations with? Who gives the consent to their body to be penetrated? The woman. So if the woman chooses to get penetrated by a man that is not even of value, is that woman's fault for allowing a man to get her pregnant, especially without using contraceptives? It is the woman's fault because she allowed him to penetrate her. Don't matter how you slice it, she chooses to have the child. She chooses to allow this man to smash her without any contraceptives, without a condom. There's female condoms on the market. There's Plan B. There's spermicide. There's so many different ways to keep from having a child. So when you talk about she had to raise them children by herself, that's due to the fact that she neglected to choose the right man and choose the forms of birth control in front of her as a safety measure to keep from becoming a single mother. That is her fault. After that sperm is injected inside her, there's no way, there's no how that the man can forcibly remove that child out of her womb. Her body, her choice, her decision, her life. Sorry, I don't feel sorry for these women. They get pregnant voluntarily by these ain't shit dudes.
He has a history.
If she's picking Pookie and Ray Ray instead of
You're making her a scapegoat.
No, she's picking a scapegoat.
No.
There's good quality men that they ignore.
Why she even got it? Why is there even a Pookie in the selection?
There's Pookies in the white community, the Asian community, the Latino community. There's Pookies all over. You can't control how somebody turns out, especially if he doesn't have authority in the household. If he doesn't have an authoritative figure in the household to steer him in the right direction, you're going to end up with a Pookie. Don't try that shit, Negro. No, we ain't doing that.
You gotta ask Heather.
No. I'm gonna tell you why there's a Pookie in the selection.
Why?
Because black men have abandoned black boys and have allowed social media, white media, athletes, and rappers to raise them. That's why she with Pookie. If we never allowed Pookie to develop, she would not have a Pookie. If we're going to be men, the first thing we got to do is take responsibility for why our women feel the way they feel.
I can hear that.
I'm not saying that they're right to disrespect, because even if a woman disrespects me, right?
Like you got disrespected by Hope Giselle and Cynthia G. Let's break that down for a minute. You literally went on a interview on Fox Soul, I think, to have a debate with Cynthia G. And you seen how this woman was talking about black men. She has a black son. And she talks about black men like this. Yet you steadily talking about it's black men's fault for her choice. It's our responsibility to steer her in the right direction when she refuses to listen to reason. It's our fault as men that a lot of these baby mamas out here running around here raising hell. It's our fault. The 54% of us that ain't got kids, it's our fault that they chose wrong. Get the fuck out of here.
That still don't give me a right to disrespect her because she's still the queen of the community.
Nigga, oh, you son bitch.
Even if she not acting like it.
How are you the queen of the community when you have no king? Explain that, you stupid son bitch. Explain it to me. Please explain it to me. How are you a queen when you don't have a king? You're talking about just because you disrespect me doesn't mean I disrespect her because she's the queen of the community, you say. How can you expect queen treatment if you're not being a queen? How can you expect queen treatment without being a divine feminine woman? How can you be a queen if you don't even choose the king to rule over your kingdom and make that kingdom prosper? How can you be a queen? There is no monarchy that's ever lived, that's ever been around, that has a queen as the head of the household. It's always been a man at the forefront of the household to take the brunt of the responsibility. It's always been that way. Look at the way that some of these women have lived their lives. Stressed out and all this shit because they have too much responsibility, too much too much on their shoulders. They have way too much on their shoulders, and it's causing them to literally die earlier because they have so much stress. Stress is made for shoulders, not hips. We all know this. And the reason why it's like that is because women are not built to handle the amount of stress that men handle on the daily basis. We all know this. Yet this idiot continues to say this shit.
I'm going to give it that respect. But when I hear brothers talk like this discourse we having now, we act like we don't understand.
No,
There's reasons for that shit.
I do understand. Women are so valuable. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think women ground men and help them, propel to the next level.
Yes, women do help ground men. But here's the problem. Women are choosing to ground the wrong men. Let's take it back. A man that is building needs a woman to keep him level set and grounded. Why is that? So that man remains focused on the family and focused on the goal that he wants to achieve for his family, to build a legacy for his family so that his family is set up better than what he was raised in. It's to go up, not to go down. A lot of women choose the man that's going down and continuously going down, making the wrong decisions because that man has no guidance. See, here's the problem. When women try to choose a man that is going down, they try to put it in their mind that, I can change him and I can put him and I can shift his direction. But there's no way you can shift his direction, especially if that man's unwilling to change or correct his course. So the way that a lot of these women are portraying themselves, not portraying themselves, are moving, they're going after the weed heads, the drug addicts, the drug dealers, the rappers, the men that aren't building, have children with these men, have emotional ties to these men, relationships, and these men only are going to take them down. Then when they're at their bottom, then they want to latch on to a man that's literally shooting for the stars. This man has no concept of what's really going on. He's only seen it from a woman's perspective. Well, not a woman's perspective, but a perspective based upon women, because he's been surrounded by women his whole life. This man has no respect from men in the community. And the few people that rock with him are starting to see through his bullshit. This man has said so much shit that I do kind of agree with. But this right here, this only shows that this man doesn't grasp what he's actually talking about. Let's continue.
I think men get further in life with a woman, right? But if I'm a hardworking man, but I'm only looked at as resources, and then she's ready to jump on Tom, Dick, and Harry because he got flash, he's shining a little bit more, his access to money is quicker than mine. It's kind of hard to have that.
Well, no, one, I agree with you, but that's not all sisters.
No, it's not. It's
and if
not.
you're constantly running into that type of woman, then the problem is you, because you're attracting a certain low vibrational energy. Why is that?
Same thing with women. If they're attracting the same type of dudes, the problem is them. There's something about them. Cat Williams said it best. If you're attracting the ain't shit nigga, then you need to find out what's wrong with your pussy that's attracting the ain't shit niggas. Sorry to say it. Cat Williams said it. I'm just repeating it. If you're attracting ain't shit motherfuckers, the problem is You need to identify what about you is attracting these men. There's no way around it. What you attract is what you are. You have to shift what you are in order to attract better, or else you're going to continue to get the same result. Sorry to say it.
Same energy for women. You just again you held the
because
man
we having a
responsible.
conversation as men.
Yeah,
I got plenty of interviews with all women where I check them too.
all right.
But
Did you? Did you really? Did you really check them? Last time I seen you went on the interview, you was over there with like I said, Cynthia G and Hope Giselle. And Cynthia G was just smacking your ass all over the damn fucking camera. She was just, you got smacked around hard, bruh. You checked them? Okay. That's funny.
as a man, you should not be concerned about what I say to them. No. As men, we should be concerned of what we're going to do to produce a better generation of black males for tomorrow. That's the only that is where we should be focusing.
Women bring the choice of life, right?
Okay. I'm gonna end it here because I need to actually 25%. Okay, so. Oh shit. Oh, what's up, Red Pill? Oh shit! Damn, I didn't even know y'all ain't even know y'all was on here. Shit. Oh, what's up? Oh, I can tell you why. He couldn't stand them. That's the red pill science. So black men have personal accountability, but black women get a pass. He's talking all that queen get passed, but yeah, you know. I'm gonna say this, Glenn. I do think they sliding him money just to keep. See, bingo. You just got it. This to Glenn. Hey, this is a question to you, bro. How did he continue to get the school built? Especially with the fact of the matter is that he had no. Damn it. The fuck? I hate this goddamn update. But how did he continue to build the school without the support of black men in the black community? He had help from black women. Continues to slide and talk and continue his talking points. Hector, you ain't shit. Hector, you ain't shit for that. But no. He's not gonna do that. He ain't gonna do that. Hey, Hector, he's not gonna shift the way that the school is. He's not gonna do it. And I can tell you why. It's gonna fuck up his money flow. If he puts the blame on them, it's gonna fuck what they hit with his money. See, think about it is this. When it comes to Dr. Umar, there's only two ways that man gonna move. He's either gonna go towards the blaming black men, or he's gonna go to the pandering to black women, especially when it comes to a lot of the shit that they doing. Like with Cynthia G, he should have checked her ass when she started talking about black male pathology and all this shit, and talking about black men are the bandits of the community and all this shit. Delete black male, but he should have checked her ass on that. but he didn't, and I can tell you why he didn't. Because that would have made him look even worse. He don't want that smoke from his base. That's the reason why he continues to come after black men. He's lost the respect of black men because he keeps on trying to hold black men accountable when he knows for a fact that the shit that he's saying isn't even what's really going on. The shit that Dr. Umar is saying is not even realistic. He keeps trying to level check us, but the problem is he needs to talk to the women and tell the women what they're doing wrong. But he's not going to do that. The fact of the matter is that the reason why he's not going to do it is because that's his money. O'Shea said it. Everybody's fucking said it. Dr. Umar Johnson is not going to check his base. It's going to mess with his money too much. It's going to mess with the progression of their school. It's going to mess with the progression of a lot of the shit that he has. That's the reason why he's not going to do it. He's willing to sacrifice the respect of his brothers just to get some cash. Same thing with Al Sharpton. Same thing with Roland Martin. Same thing with a lot of people. They sell out their brothers in order to pander, or they sell out their community in order to gain favor. That's another thing. The reason why the black community is the way it is, the reason why the black community is failing the way it is because we have no morals. We have no standards for ourselves. We have no sense of code. We do whatever we can to get ahead from each other. We don't hold each other accountable the way we're supposed to, and then we get mad when we see other communities literally getting propelled forward. Same thing in politics, same thing with the rebuilding of the black community. We are always willing to throw each other under the bus just for a quick buck, and that's what this Negro done. He's lost the respect of his brothers for money. Now, if he would have been saying this shit back then in the early 90s and early 2000s, it would have worked. But now when you have the delete all black male baby movement, the divestment movement, all that shit, it's not gonna work. When you're constantly having black men getting attacked, and we're supposed to be the quote unquote builders of the community, and we're supposed to be the ones that progress the community, go out and make all the different moves just so the community can propel itself to build, that shit ain't gonna work. You want my generation of men to come in and build a community that's been shitting on them with a big ass turd in the fucking toilet. It's not gonna happen. This community is not gonna happen. Like it's not gonna go. That's a negative. That's a no-go. But yet we refuse to actually have that conversation of what can we do to progress this community the way it's supposed to be. See, I'm on one today. Look at the way the Latino community moves. Look at the way the Asian community moves. Look at the way the white community moves. Although they have their lower tier people, they're degenerates, they are still at the top. The Latinos have the cartel. The agents have the what is it? The Yakuza for Japan and the what is it? What is it? The triads or whatever. They have that with the they have the triads and the Yakuza. White people have KKK members and far right Proud Boys. But yet, despite all of those degenerate ass people, they are still advancing, and they put their best and brightest at the forefront of the community and build those men up so that the community can build up too. But no, for the black community, we want rappers, entertainers speaking for all of us. Saucy Santana, anybody? Future, anybody? We look up to the people we look up to entertainers for our praises. Beyonce, anybody? Jay-Z, not Kim Kardashian. Black China, anybody? We look at the people that just make it off of entertainment. We don't look at our best and brightest to propel the community forward. We have rappers literally trying to sway votes in our community. You want to know the reason? You want to know the reason why the black community is still at the fucking bottom? We don't have a sense of community. We don't. We are literally allowing people that should not have a place or a voice speak for all of us. This past election cycle, Saucy Santana and I forgot her damn name. I don't listen to these two. They wrote a song called "No Voting, No Loving." That bullshit song. They played the song in the commercial, talk about no voting, no loving. That got black people on the movement just to go vote for Biden. And look at the way that the country is right now. Our country is on a downfall, on an uncontrollable spiral. We are literally heading for the ground from 100,000 feet in the air. Black men said, "Do not vote for Biden." What happened? A shit ton of black people went out and voted for fucking Biden. And look at the shit we're in now. Our country's image has been tarnished. You have Biden literally putting in sanctions on Uganda because they wanted to ban. They put a ban on LGBT public display. If you go to Uganda, you can't show affection as an LGBT. You cannot be LGBT. And Biden's threatening to put sanction, let alone Saudi Arabia put the same exact type of law in their country, and nobody said nothing about it. Nobody. We voted this clown in. I didn't vote. Y'all voted this clown in. Now they're talking about, oh, you as the black community, we can't win 2024 without the fucking black community. Shit, you know why? They rely on us too much. Dr. Umar, Roland Martin, all the NAACP, all of these people are in league to try to keep the black community separated from each other. There's profit in keeping black men and black women apart. And the men that are trying to tell you, trying to throw up fucking red flags to every fucking body in the fucking community. You try to throw up a red flag, these fuckers go around talking about, oh, they're just hating. They're just doing this. No, dumbass. I'm trying to save you, stupid asses. Nobody's fucking listening. And so many people are saying the same fucking message, yet a lot of people are talking about, oh, they're misogynistic, they're this and that. No, we're trying to save you from going down a path that's going to lead you off a fucking cliff. I'm tired of hearing my brothers talking shit about black men. I'm tired of seeing black women talking shit about black men. I'm tired of seeing all this shit. Yet the moment a man has a fucking talking point, has something to say, you got motherfuckers hopping in the comments talking about, oh, get therapy. Motherfucker, this is my fucking therapy. Letting this shit out. Do you know how fucking hard it is keeping this bullshit inside your goddamn head? Trying not to fucking let this shit out. I'm sorry. You can't. Nobody can fucking stop this shit. I'm on one today. I'm done. Them brothers get the fucking damn courage to say, fuck it, I'm going to go outside the country. Do you get clowns talking about, oh, you're misogynistic, or you're going overseas just to get a woman underage? No, it's because we're tired of your shit. Think about it. Let me pull up goddamn TikTok, because I'm about to really expose some of this shit. This shit's really fucking aggravating me. Let me mute myself. Let me see something here. Drop a big ass. Let me see. Damn, I ain't logged in this goddamn TikTok so fucking long. What the fuck is my username? Cause I'm really about to fucking damn go off right now. Wait, down, uninstall that shit. Now I gotta figure out what the hell my damn TikTok name is. Bro, I'm really sick of these fucking. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to log into fucking TikTok. What the fuck is this damn TikTok? Hold on. Let me actually. Here we go. Yeah, here we go.
So I'm gonna make a part 2 to my Passport Bros video in response. And I just been seeing a whole lot of criticism towards the movement and all that, especially when I seen that one TikTok video of all the Passport Bros holding up their passport and all that. I just want to understand, what makes you spend $135 on an adult passport to go literally get the same type of hoo-ha that you can literally get from across the street?
The type of the reason why we're paying that $130. Look at your face. Mindset. Big ass nose ring, looking like a fucking bull. Need I say more? And then, hold up, wait a minute, bitch. Do you have a fucking devil shirt on? Oh, definitely getting away from that shit.
They just call him LBH. Loser back home.
Passport bro concept is so fascinating to me because, like, what are you proud of? Why are you proud to say that no one in your home country wants you, so you have to leave? At least with regard to the passport bros here.
You know, I'm starting to notice something. All these chicks are basic as hell and got fucking nose rings.
This passport bros trend is lame as because women are into.
Why are you talking about passport bros? You're a dude. Shut the fuck up.
Specifically to find a mate? Oh, that's a different kind of pathetic.
Bro, are you sus?
John, these men have been called every name in the book just for wanting a woman to act like a woman. They don't give a fuck. What you failing to realize is that marriage really only worked in mass, like for the masses, when women played no part in the decision-making process, when it was just their father choosing a man for them. Based on not dishonoring him and his decision, they would stay in the marriage. And based on the society being structured against ending a relationship. Like even in the 50s.
Y'all gonna marry an old ass white boy. Okay.
Hey, boo, what's your name?
Alexis.
Alexis.
Oh, this is perfect.
Virginia.
You have any kids?
Yeah.
How many kids?
3.
How old are your kids?
Let me rewind this shit because apparently I don't think it's loud enough. Damn, this shit low as hell. Let me actually go to Kendra's shit.
Hey, Kendra.
Hey, boo, what's your name?
Alexis.
Alexis, where you calling us from, baby?
Virginia.
You have any kids?
Yeah.
How many kids?
3.
How old are your kids?
One will be 7, 5, and 2.
7, 5, and 2. Same dad?
Let me actually go to fucking Kendra's page. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just fucking clicking all over the place. Oh. Here we go.
Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, Florida. How old are you?
25.
Florida, 25. What you do for a living?
I'm a business credit consultant, so self-employed.
Self-employed. Okay.
I'm so nervous.
Akila, Tampa, Florida, 25. You have any kids?
I do. Oh, this is about to be a little embarrassing, but yes, I do.
How many kids do you have?
I have 2 girls.
How old are your girls?
One is 4 and one is 6 months.
6 months. They by the same man?
They're not.
Why you not with the 4-year-old dad?
He was very toxic, abusive. He was a bit much. He was a lesson in the past.
AKA, I didn't choose right, or AKA, he didn't do what I wanted him to do, so he was toxic, or he said too much, or he talked too much, or he talked back. That's what that shit means to me.
Okay. And why you not with the 6-month-old dad?
So me and him had been together for, well, on and off for like 4 years. Everything was going good, but men change sometimes. When you had a baby, it's supposed to go a different way, but it didn't go as planned. And we tried to co-parent, but it didn't work out. So now I'm a single mother. I'm a good person, but it didn't go right.
Now, what would you say to the guy that will question, you have a baby that's 6 months old?
Mm-hmm.
So what would you say to the guy that's cautious because of that? And you have a 4-year-old.
Yeah. I'm gonna just go to bed on this. Anyways, guys, like, share, subscribe to the channel, support the podcast, Spotify.com. I'll see you guys later. My head hurts. I'll talk to you later. Later, guys. Bye.